All across Arizona, ABC 15 is listening to the voters before Election Day. It's part of our promise to our viewers, giving you a voice.
Our first stop was in Kingman on Sunday. We'll be making stops this week in Flagstaff, Tucson, Prescott, and Show Low, and hearing from so many of you about what you think about the candidates and the issues.
Tonight, ABC 15 morning anchor Nick Saletti is in Nogales with more team coverage.
Katie, Javier, good evening to you. This is our ABC 15 Arizona Voice of the Voter coverage live here in Nogales, coming to you from Zula's Restaurant, which is an iconic place here. More than 70 years of history here in a place many call Ambos Nogales, which means both Nogales in Spanish, because you have Nogales, Arizona, but also Nogales, Sonora on the Mexico side. It is such a close relationship between the two cities. You know, of course, voters here think that immigration, also border security, things like inflation and the economy, those are all important issues. But what makes Nogales unique is that those issues are often viewed through the lens of that all-important relationship with Mexico. And many people here say whichever candidate for president who can nurture that relationship and keep it going the best could be the one who wins big here come November. A constant commotion of forklifts, trucks, and movement. Not only here in this 44,000 square foot warehouse, but also back and forth across the U.S.-Mexico border. It's all in a day's work for Guillermo Valencia.
I tell people that don't know anything about what a customs broker is that we're travel agents for freight.
It's an industry Guillermo knows well. He's been doing it for more than 40 years, starting off in his dad's basement with just $500.
There's a certain amount of pride, you know, a lot of hard work.
His warehouse was full of activity when I stopped by, but there are a few things he worries could stop them in their tracks. How concerned are you about the possibility of tariffs?
Very much. Tariffs is a tax. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
While he supports tariffs on unfair trade practices, Guillermo says creating what he says are unnecessary tariffs on all imports hurts businesses at all levels, and worries about the potential impact on that all too crucial relationship with Mexico. How important is the relationship with Mexico to what you do?
Extremely. If there wasn't a relationship with them, we wouldn't be in business.
What happens in Mexico, if it's good, we have a positive impact here.
Former Santa Cruz County Sheriff Tony Estrada immigrated from Nogales, Sonora when he was just a baby. While he says the economy and inflation matter here, there's something else that he says is even more important. Currently, what do you feel like are the big political issues people in this community are facing?
Well, I think right now the damaging rhetoric. Anytime anybody attacks Hispanics, obviously, it affects the people, our neighbors across the border.
Estrada, who is a Democrat and plans to vote for Vice President Kamala Harris, believes that could be a major motivating factor at the polls for other Nogales voters in an area historically seen by many as a safe haven for Democrats.
I'm a Democrat, and I will vote for Harris.
Look at the numbers. In 2020, President Joe Biden beat former President Donald Trump in Santa Cruz County, earning more than 2/3 of the vote here. But some Nogales voters we spoke to believe that could change this year, with concerns over the economy, border security, and immigration.
Donald Trump, all the way.
When Trump was in the White House, we feel safety.
But despite how polarized this election may feel, we found a number of undecided voters here in Nogales, which shows this border community could still be up for grabs this November. Just like Andres Landa, who says each candidate offers some level of good for the country, but worries they're forgetting about voters in the middle, just like him. ¿Tú crees que muchos de los votantes están en el medio y los candidatos están en los extremos, no?
Los candidatos están en los extremos, exactamente.
So Andres tells me that he feels like the majority of voters are actually in the middle like him, but he feels like the candidates right now are occupying the extremes on both sides. And it's those undecided voters like Andres that are very sought after by both the Trump and Harris campaigns right now. And they really could make a difference, especially here in Arizona. Think about 2020. President Joe Biden won our state by less than 11,000 votes. And a number of experts also think that this upcoming election is going to be extremely close. So those undecided voters, whichever way they sway, could not only decide the key battleground state of Arizona, but also could perhaps sway the election.